Hello and welcome to our campaign proposal for Mother's Mind for our health communication campaign. My name is Hadley and I'm with Ava and Eric today, and we're really excited to talk more about Mother's Mind this morning. So just as an introduction, maternal health refers to the health and well-being of women throughout pregnancy and in the pre, during, and postpartum periods. So maternal health as a whole is one of the topics focused on by the Health Resources and Services Administration, but they fail to focus on the subsection of maternal mental health. And that's where Mother's Mind campaign comes in to fill the gap that is often forgotten. So, if we want to look at the current state of maternal mental health, there's a few different things that we need to look at. When examining the current state, a clear issue and need for support can be seen. The most frequently reported mental health issue is depression, with approximately 15.6% of mothers in the prenatal stage and 19.8% of mothers in the postpartum stage that are suffering. There's numbers can only be a rough estimate of what is the true amount because a lot of mothers are seen as ungrateful or as incapable if they're able or willing to speak up about their depression. In addition, maternal mental health can also affect a child's health. So there's correlations between preterm births, low birth weight, and underdeveloped cognitive ability that have been seen as well. Lastly, maternal suicidal rates kind of vary, but there's numbers that say up to 400 of every 100,000 mothers commit suicide.
So now that we've looked at the current state of maternal mental health, we kind of need to look at the target population for our campaign. The Mother's Mind program will attempt to target women who have recently become pregnant, women who have given birth, healthcare providers, and the general public. This program has segmented the audience by identifying certain groups who undergo the same experiences. In this case, being pregnant or having a child, while the similar goals are to improve the maternal mental health of women in addition to bringing awareness to the subject. This program is providing the most beneficial information to individuals within this target population.
For our campaign, we're going to be using the health belief model. We felt that it was the most effective thing to use because of how it helps to analyze the benefits and barriers for those involved. So we know that there's a lot of barriers in getting mental health resources for mothers, such as, like we mentioned before, the stigma that they might feel. But we also know there's so many different benefits, like avoiding those health complications, avoiding suicidal ideation or thoughts. And so we want to make sure that people understand that there are more benefits than barriers. And so that's why the health belief model is really helpful. And we like to say that we just want to focus on knowledge, attitudes, and beliefs and changing those to be more positive about getting help when you need to. And then we have a few goals and objectives to talk about in our campaign, but today we just wanted to present one goal and one objective. So this is kind of our overarching goal and objective to increase knowledge of mental health resources for mothers. And the objective would be by December 2021, which we would see as about 9 months or so into the campaign, 40% of those who were exposed to the campaign will be able to report where local mental health resources are.
So, as you can see, we have 4 channels for our campaign to attempt to reach these goals and objectives. It has been shown that the best chance to reach an array of individuals is to broadcast through several channels. Having a multi channel campaign allows the program to appeal to individuals with different preferences. The Mother's Mind Health program will utilize flyers, brochures, internet, and social media to broadcast this information. The flyers and brochures will present the audience with easily understood information at a convenient location. This will in turn lower any knowledge gaps that there are for our population, while the internet and social media channels will provide an interpersonal distribution of information. The technological channels will likely stir conversations between friends and families that know a mother or know someone that has become pregnant or anyone that has given birth, while also will start conversations with the public in general and healthcare providers. So as we can see here, we have an example of a flyer that could be distributed to these convenient locations. It has concise information on it, so the mothers or basically the general public can't get super confused on what's being provided. While below, there's going to be a link that they can go to get even more information.
For our message strategy, we will be using the health belief model. For our demographic variables, we will be looking at the age of each mother, marital status, and class so we can get an idea of how their life is at home. When analyzing a mother's perceived susceptibility, we are looking at the mother's perception of the risk of acquiring this disease. We can look at how worried she is or help make her see how serious this disease is. If the mother is truly concerned, then we can tell them about the importance of remaining healthy for not only her well being, but also the baby's. We are using perceived benefits because a mother is going to do whatever is best for her and the baby. The mother will listen to all the available options we list as support programs, and hopefully will be a big enough push to convince the mother to seek help. The action is to do whatever suits the mother the best. It could be going to therapy a couple times a week or a phone call conversation with a professional. The action needs to be what benefits the mother's mental health.
So thank you for listening to our campaign proposal about Mother's Mind for our health communication campaign proposal. We really appreciate it.